watermelon, ain't she? It's the highlight of my day. So, I've been thinking of throwing a watermelon splitting party. We haven't really done anything summery since vacation started, you know? Especially Amada. He always looks so bored when I see him in the dorm. And man, it kills me to see. It'd be a real shame if he didn't have a single entry in his summer picture diary. I can already see the look on his face. He'll be like,
Junpei-san, you're super cool and you're super nice.
oh, I mean, don't you know? They say women can't resist a guy with a soft spot for kids. And you know what that means? I'm gonna need your help. It's a win-win situation, don't you think? Anywho, oh boy. I think my arms are gonna fall off. Ah, yes. Today's shaping up to be a glorious day. Such a shame that the third years and the ladies won't be joining us.
If we're splitting watermelons, I'm out.
What? Just like that? You're not even gonna hear me out?
You have a watermelon and a bat. What else could it possibly be? That's more for little kids anyway. Plus, it's really hot out. And look, I get you're trying to be nice.
Yeah, for real. Without you, it would just be me and him, you know? And isn't that just the saddest thing you've ever heard?
Well, when you put it that way, I guess I don't have a choice.
I know, Koromaru. Don't you worry, boy. We didn't forget about you. All right. What are we waiting for? The youngest gets to draw first blood. Now this is what real summer feels like. My blood's pumping something fierce.
Look who's acting like a kid now. Oh yeah, where's the blindfold? We can't split watermelons with just a bat. Speaking of, this bat seems kind of worn in, doesn't it?
Oh, wow. You got that. That bat and I go way back. Had it since I was in Little League. I've never mentioned this before. Oh, yeah? Well, it's not some big secret or anything. I used to play tons of baseball back in the day. But that's old news now.
Wait, then should we really be hitting watermelons with this?
Well, nah, it's cool. Don't think I'll be using it much from here on out. What's wrong, bud? Dying to chomp on some melon? Hey, come on, Koromaru. We can't swing at the watermelon with you in the way.
Koromaru? Hey, why don't we use something other than the bat? Anything, I guess. Just as long as it's interesting.
Interesting. Kind of a weird request. Oh! Like if Sanada-san used his bare hands?
Someone say my name?
Whoa, Sanada-san.
Well, when I got back, I thought I heard voices coming from the roof, so I came to check it out. Watermelon splitting, huh?
That's right. We were just talking about what to use to hit it.
You're not gonna use that bat? My fists. On this?
Oh my god, yes! I'd actually love to see that. That's okay, right, Junpei-san?
Huh? Sure. If that's what you want.
All right. Guess I better make this good then.
Hey, try not to go all out, or there won't be any left to eat.
Whoa! Sanada-san, you're incredible!
What the heck? How are we supposed to eat it now? Can't believe that thing was still edible after it exploded like that. Didn't go exactly how I was expecting, but looked like a mod end. Man, I was acting kind of lame back there, huh? You know, before we busted the melon. I'm talking about the whole back thing. You were just trying to be thoughtful. I didn't want to come off like I was having second thoughts, but I guess I couldn't help it, huh? I was supposed to be this cool mentor, but instead, kid ends up pitying me. Don't worry about me anymore. I'll just get even sadder, you know? I mean, I'm not saying it's your fault, dude. How the hell do I put it? This is a me problem. It probably doesn't make sense. I feel like my life, my teenage years, it's just all over the place. Anyway, I think we're done for today, yeah? Appreciate you helping me prep and clean up. Well, let's head back downstairs.
This is the first time we've met during the day. Let's have a chat while the opportunity presents itself. That doesn't concern me. Now, let's be off. I understand one of my group has caused you some trouble. Is she in good health? It must be difficult looking after her. After all, you likely can't rein her in for very long. Or could it be you've already killed her? I see. For now, you say. Then I assume her symptoms have arisen. Considering Kirijo's resourcefulness, you would have had access to the suppressants as well. If you already know about the suppressants, that simplifies things. Can you imagine it? A persona user murdered by their other half. Such is the fate of a persona that has gone berserk. As you have already seen for yourself. This power of ours is not meant to be wielded by just anyone. That holds true even for those who were awakened by force. It comes at a great cost, and we can only harness it by walking the line between life and death. This power makes us who we are. And yet, you hold the ability to wield so many. The Dark Hour has graced you with its favor, almost unjustly so from our perspective. Now, I ask you, don't you think it'd be a shame for you to lose such a special power? You stubbornly cling to that sentiment. Do you have no intention of understanding anything? Choosing to turn a blind eye towards your own power, to the grief of the fallen, the unchosen, the unloved. Such apathy, such insolence. You trample upon everything we stand for, and worst of all, your rejection of might. You tread upon your gifts like dirt, and in doing so, reveal your own arrogance. It disgusts me. I see now that nothing will change your mind. If our beliefs are at odds with each other and neither side is willing to concede, then a battle is unavoidable. Our final confrontation will come in our own time. You have been blessed with a power greater than any other, and yet you don't see its true value. Such a shame.
Didn't quite make it, huh?
According to the news, a typhoon just hit. Apparently, it's the biggest one on record. It's moving slowly too, so it'll be gloomy for a while.
Yeah, thanks to that, the school festival got canned. Well, less work for us in the end, I guess. Still sucks that we'll be stuck indoors for vacation, though. So, what you gonna do over break? Oh yeah? You always seem to keep busy, huh? What about you, Fuka?
Me? The only thing I plan to do is go to the movies.
Ooh, a movie? Do you have a date?
It's not like that. I'm going with Natsuki-chan. We actually talk about movies all the time. But with this typhoon, I don't know if we'll make it.
How about you, Yuka-tan? Still gonna have practice?
I don't know. The archery range is outside, so it's most likely canceled until the storm blows over.
Same here. This stupid typhoon is gonna mess up my training.
You gotta be booked, right, Kirijo-senpai?
I'm not sure yet. Why are you so curious about our business, Iori?
Oh, me? Well, I'd be happy to tell you about my plans.
I suspect that you will be visiting Chidori-san. Although she is in stable condition now, we still can't release her.
Man, Ai-chan, you must be psychic. And you know what? She even told me she wants me to come. Oh, man! I can't believe she said that. So I figured I should probably check up on her. You know, with the storm and all.
What's with him? Why is he all excited?
Well...
You don't know either, huh?
Oh, Amada-kun, what are your plans during the break?
Oh, I'm not really doing anything in particular.
Come on, you gotta be doing something.
Oh, I'll probably go visit the shrine.
Dude, you're a kid, not an old man.
I always go to pray, though. I guess you could say I have a wish I want granted. Anyway, I'm going back to my room. I've got a lot of homework to do.
Oh, okay. Just holler if you get stuck, yeah?
I got a favor to ask ya. Give this to Kirijo. Preferably while you're at school. I haven't suddenly decided to go back to school or anything. That's a form to extend my leave of absence. Don't make much sense to be in an extracurricular squad if I get expelled. But I'll drop it if I can stay absent from school. Going myself would be more of a pain than it's worth. Plus, it seems like Kirijo depends on you. It should be pretty easy to hand it off if you do it at school. I'll pay you back for this. So help me out, alright? So you'll do it? No questions asked? I owe ya.
Huh. I don't see you two together very often. What are you guys doing back here in the middle of the day? That envelope. I'm guessing that's not the form for returning to school. Hey, if Shinji keeps this up, you'll be his classmates next year. You and Junpei should practice addressing him casually. In fact, go ahead and boss him around a bit.
I'd rather get expelled. We're gonna finish the battle this year. I've got no reason to stay enrolled after that.
Shinji! You know exactly how concerned Mitsuru is about you. You know what this form means to her, don't you? Don't tell me you forgot your promise.
Sorry. Didn't want to drag you into my problems, but still counting on you for that.
I've never seen Shinji ask someone else for help with his own problems before. He'd never say it out loud. But I think he really trusts you. Yeah, we've known each other a long time, but sometimes being too close to somebody can have its drawbacks. I'm not gonna nag Shinji about going back to school anymore. Just do what you think is best. I'll leave it to you.
Thank you. I don't think I ever told you about how things were before you joined. C's originally started off with only 3 members. Back in middle school, I invited Akihiko to join, and Aragaki followed him soon after. We had no idea what we were doing back then. We were young, inexperienced, and we had almost no intel to work off of. We could barely even make it past the entrance to Tartarus back then. Actually exploring the tower like we're doing now was nothing more than a pipe dream. Even with all our shortcomings, we worked decently as a team. As peers, it was easy for us to connect, and the work was hard but fulfilling. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not complaining about our current circumstances. We've discovered how to eliminate the Dark Hour, and we've since grown much stronger. However, after what happened in Yakushima, and with Aragaki rejoining, it's hard not to remember the old days. Maybe I'm so concerned about re-enrolling him in school because I'm still living in the past. Well, sometime after we started working as a team, we all came to an agreement. We promised we'd all graduate together. No one left behind. Akihiko was just as reckless back then, too. Aragaki was always the one reminding him that our lives were at stake. Although his wording certainly wasn't quite so thoughtful. It suits him, doesn't it? I guess you've gotten to know him well. Ever since he left the team, he's acted like he's wanted to punish himself. It's almost like he just wants to waste away. I'm hoping he'll remember his promise and take a step back and look at himself. That's why I gave you the paperwork to get him back in school. That was my last hope, but I suppose it didn't work out. I'll tell Akihiko myself. All right, I'll take this. I'll start on the process for extending his leave of absence. What's the matter? Oh, sure. What's wrong, though? Is it missing a page? I'll let you handle it then. And make sure to let Aragaki know as well.
So, are you still carrying that thing around? Looks like you're not just playing errand boy this time. Sorry, but I'm not going back to school. Since it's you, I guess I'll say it. I ain't gonna live much longer. I'm getting by on meds right now, but that won't last forever. This is probably the part where I ask God for a miracle, but that's never worked for me. This is my body we're talking about. I know it better than anyone, and I know there's nothing I can do.
Here you go! 2 specials!
Eat up. The noodles are getting soggy. I know it seems like I wasted your time, but It's the good memories that stay with you and get people through their struggles. But it's also the mistakes you made that haunt you forever. And gotta use what time I have left to set things straight. I don't have the luxury of doing anything else. Damn. You really don't mince your words, do you? But you know, that ain't so bad. It's way more refreshing than having someone keep quiet because they're scared of hurting my feelings. That's gotta be why they depend on you so much. Aki and Kirijo are fighting with way more confidence than they had 2 years ago. Yeah, you're just something special. But look, if you got time to waste on me, then go spend it on someone else. Like Amada. He's still just a kid. He's way in over his head. I'm still gonna do whatever I can to help. But after that, I'm counting on you. I'll hold on to this. Yeah. I should have been the one to hand it in. Sorry I put that on you. You can head on outside. I'm paying today. Thanks. Money's on the counter.
Thanks. Come again.
Just a little bit about you.